Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Morrowind. Last time when we left off I was largely ready to set out back to exploring a bit in the remaining portions of the Bitter Coast, really here to the south of Gnaar Mok. And that's what I'm interested in doing right now. Handle that cliff racer right quick. As we head south, you'll note a couple of things in tree stumps. There's a glass netch dagger buried in here with its really just stuck through the eye of a skull, which is kind of alarming. Let me make sure this thing isn't unique, because it could be. No, it's not. Okay. So we'll leave that one be. And without going too far, we should be able to find another little tree stump stash. That one's just a potion that, even though I can't highlight it, I can already basically tell you I'm not interested in it. A little bit farther south, there's a cave called Shurinbaal. Now this is one that we heard about from the locals in Gnaar Mok. It features in a House Veteran quest, but it's not one that we can get without joining the house, so we'll go ahead and explore this place in just a moment. So if you're planning to join House Veteran, don't do this yet, but because I'm not, I'm just going to head right in. It's like the first batter is Engine. Nothing I need. Onward we go. Sethesi Adas. She's got a master's probe. I'll take that at least. Talamu Sethandis. Davrosi Varyan. I'm making what feels like an educated guess that everyone is going to be hostile, but I'll still try talking to him. Gancolm. Okay, so as we look at the local map, we can see that this two-way intersection, if we head into the water first, we won't find much underwater. And if we head up here, we'll find... Fuck, that's a bone walker. Galtus Cerethi and Crotus Cetus. He has nothing I need. Same with Galtus. Dwemer Jinx Sword can be pretty good. Anything with a Paralyze enchantment on it can be pretty good, to be honest. It's just, you know, I'm kind of past that. Really good loot in these containers. FYI, and there always is when you come into Shurinbaal. I don't know if they're coded to make the levels a bit better or if it's just a coincidence, but there's all that. So now if we head back here, we can turn and go through the gate, the only other path. This Joker's trapped, of course. I can see at least 2 more smugglers behind it. Eponus Vinipter. She has nothing I need. And Deroder Helmy. Who's got copies of 2 skill books, both of which we've already read. Still, good to make note. Alright. Let's loot around in here. Looks like maybe they aren't extra evil smugglers. They're not in with the 6th house. It's just standard contraband, at least so far. And this is it. Once we finish looting this stuff, we're done. It's a pretty straightforward little place, but I wouldn't call that a bad thing. Alright. That's it for Shurinbaal. Let's make our way out. Now, what else is out here? Besides Shurinbaal, there's... Oh good, it's not here yet. There's some people who will appear out here during Malakath's Daedric quest. They aren't present yet. So we'll just have to come back. I'm not putting them in a backlog of any kind because they don't actually exist. So if we head over to this next island, you can see a shack on it already. Kill everything that rushes me. So while we're out here, in here there's an exclusive potion of shadow and 25 gold. And we have an abandoned shack. Very interesting. Alright, yeah. There's no quest here. This is literally just an abandoned shack, so let's head inside. Okay. I think I already looked at these, but I'll do it again. Underneath that overturned bowl, note that there are 2 pearls. Looks like somebody left in a hurry. There's 100 gold. And there is No's picture book of wood, which I'll read and take off the list. Wood is pretty, wood is nice. If one looks good, I'll make it twice. Upon reaching the last page of the book, the words boat ack are seen scrawled about the margin in a vandalistic manner. Note that there's some gold tumbled down here in the floorboards. Although I'm very interested. Okay, good. I can reach that sack, and turns out there's not much reason to be that interested. In back there, I can just see something that I'm having trouble reaching. And underneath the picture book of wood is a worn and weathered note, which I'll also take off the list. I am forever swimming around amidst this ocean world we call home. My limbs grow weak and weary as my eyes drift skyward in defeat. I remember how warm the earth felt as I lived and breathed next to her beating heart. I remember enough to keep searching through an ocean of tears raised to astronomical depths. My dreams offer solace where I return to distant, faded times. Though trees entwined with cool autumn air, my sorrow is lured by fragrant, bittersweet memories. I am at home as much as my world and consciousness allow. I remember falling into the most beautiful lake I've ever experienced. She swallowed me whole like a droplet, and I was enraptured and enwombed within her bliss. The lonely wind-swept desert sky of my soul was filled by her luminous stars and warmed by her sunlit radiance. I gazed downward in awe and saw it all reflected in the shimmering ripples dancing and playing about the surface. It appeared to me as real as the very wonders it was reflecting. I stepped forward to prove to no one and everyone that they were, by belief. For an aching instant I was betwixt the two, and the summation. Confusion befell me, and I fell through, only to realize I hadn't entered the lake, I had left it. With all of my remaining life I howled at the heavens and collapsed, like a star on the shores of my youth, as my life's breath wandered away from the home it had harbored. I have been drowning on dry land ever since. I lay there coital for heaven knows how long. I felt eons ebb and flow in the spans of seconds. I lived as intently as I could in those endless instants as the boredom of after droned on and on. The fires of my heart grew dim and became only the faintest embers of the roaring blaze they had once been. My limbs, heavy with the weight of the world, protested. I felt the longing of this life which slowly began to ease the agony in my heart. As I was gradually nursed back to health, the knowledge of record and history tried desperately to fill the yawning, nauseous chasm of my soul. I began to know the deadpan search for freedom and forgetfulness, and I released the hold on my life. Though it still lurched, pained, in front of me, I just stared back with tired, vacant eyes as if watching the most fascinating of nothing. My mind drifted, only to be slammed back reluctantly, repeatedly, and painfully by those I vaguely remember knowing as if from a different life and age. I try in vain to forgive and forget myself as I paste on those plaster smiles and strain to look levelly. I remember, I forget again, I remember less. I am saddened at the thought that I have forgotten. I am not who I used to be. Though it pained me so, I was never so real as those lonely lost times of my undoing. I am torn asunder at the thought of losing forever that which has changed my life eternally, and that which I fear in the depths of my soul will never be again. That which has gifted me with more pain than I have ever known in all of my lives, or all of the lives that I know through my own. Who am I to ask this of you? Very interesting. Anyway, we should keep going south after that interesting little bit, because off to the southwest there is a shipwreck. Alrighty, onward. So it's southwest of here. You can just actually see it if you got your view distance maxed out like I do. I thought I saw it. Yes, there's a droog over here. Who for all intents and purposes actually appeared to be stuck inside a rock. So here is the shunned shipwreck. We've got an old floating barrel full of shoes, of all things. If we get up on deck, we have the usual two. So we'll head to the cabin first. Alrighty. So here in the cabin, what do we have? A dire shard blade, another barrel full of shoes, and 100 gold. Well, I'll take that at least. Let's try the upper level. Looks like we at least have fishes, or fish. Let's check out the other available loot. And now let's try the lower level. A couple more slaughterfish. And other than that, we've got crates with clothes, pillows, and skooma mixed in. I suppose that was the smuggling strategy. The very back, a small stone chest full of soul gems. Alright. Well, that's it for stuff south of Gnaar Mok. Let's make our way back to the village the same way we came. And now I'm going to leave town to the north, up here behind Arnhem Manor. Explore this little spit of land. Try and bag the cliff racers at a nice distance. If you head up here and cross the planks, you will find another tree stump stash with a potion I can't quite reach and a cloth sack of 100 gold. And a bit past that is a very interesting place we'll be skipping for some time. Ilunibi, Carcass of the Saint. If that sounds weird to you, it's because it is. The main quest is going to send us there eventually. So just skip it for now. All right. We have made our way to Cartag Point, where we are told the Shrine of Boethia is being constructed. First, let me just head over there. As you can see right now, it's just a big old rock. One thing to note, however, is the story of the orc who committed suicide by jumping off of Cartag Point. There's some evidence that's true. In the water down here, near a pile of bones, there's a little bit of orcish armor. So presumably, that's the guy they were talking about. So here's Cartag Point. Here's Duma Grolag. What you need now? Yep, here we are at Cartag Point. Good place here. Lots of good rocks. Might stay here for a while. Shrine of Boethia. Not done yet. Soon, though. You go away and let me work now. Can't work with people watching. Sometimes I don't even watch. Big rock, you know. Now, you don't get a journal update or anything like that when it's complete, so... So, one thing we can do, because they're both pretty close by, if we head over to the neglected shipwreck around this corner, Okay. That's always fun. Where? As is always the case, we got a boatload of aquatic enemies. So wherever it is, it's nipping at me. I can hear it. So over here, just a bit northwest of the shipwreck, do note there's a capsized longboat. Inside I see an old floating barrel and a small chest. And even beyond that, if we head over to this little island, at least I think this is the one. Got a bottle here right under the bull match. But note he's in the way. That means he's dead. Sorry, bro. Shouldn't have been in the way. I don't need the netch leather, but I do need the corpse out of the way so I can get the 125 gold. On the same island, someplace, there's at least supposed to be a chest. That is a lot of cliff racers. That was interesting. Okay, so relative to the tree stump, a little bit southeast, there's supposed to be a chest with a melee weapon tuned to the player's current level. I'm not seeing any such chest yet. The barrels are floating nearby, whatever that means. Not sure if it's on the island or in the water. There it is. On the island. A silver viper skewer. I'd hardly call that tuned to my current level, but so it goes. Alright. Now let's head back to the neglected shipwreck. Let's actually explore it. Start with the cargo holds this time. Got a nice sack of gold there. Oh. Lock level 10. Another one of those weird chests full of soul gems that we've been finding in these ships lately. Down on the lower level, the usual pair of slaughterfish. And then floating bottles on the corpse. There's a potion of water breathing and some bone meal. And that's it. Bitter irony, I suppose. But, for my purposes, let's now head to the cabin. Poke around in here. I can see just a little bit of gold on the floor over there. I can just convince my crosshairs to point at it. I'll pick it up. And while we're in here, unfortunately you won't get a journal update. I'm just trying to wait until the Shrine of Boethia is actually finished. I think we'll be able to see it as soon as we exit. Let me get a good look at... Yeah, we will. I mean, Cartag Point is right there, so... We'll just wait in 24-hour increments and keep checking to see if it's done. It is not. It takes 21 days from the time you give the gold and the copy of Boethia's Glory to Duma. And as he sort of hinted, it's not going to work right if you wait at Cartag Point, which is why I'm using this separate cell inside the cabin of the neglected shipwreck to do my waiting. I don't think I got terribly far into that 21 days between Caldera and here. There you can see they're starting to work on it. We've got platforms and some other orcs. There's Duma Grolag, Shulong Groa Zorku. I don't think we've been introduced, Outlander. I'm Shulong Groa Zorku. How can I help you? Background. I am Shulong Groa Zorku, Pauper. Cartag Point. Glorious Cartag Point, very famous for orcs. Great hero Cartag, who had fought some battle or something, died there. Very famous. Okay. Leave me alone. Trying to chat with my artisans here. Dumbours grow bullfish. I don't think we've been introduced, Outlander. I'm Dumbour's Grow Bullfish. How can I help you? Background, I am Dumbour's Grow Bullfish, Pauper. Okay. Oh, goodness. Are you kidding? You dumped me through the platform. Why, just because fuck me, or is there a better reason? Come on. I just want to get up there to the third guy. See what his name might be. I suppose I could just levitate. That would be the simple thing. Yeah, fuck it. Gotta levitate. Has to be done. Alright, we got Lasgar Gradurog. Okay, let's chat with her. I don't think we've been introduced, Outlander. I'm Lasgar Gradurog. How can I help you? Background, I am Lasgar Gradurog, Pauper. Okay, that's all she has to say. I suppose that's fine. And over here we've got Ugdumpf Grolumbuk. I don't think we've been introduced, Outlander. I'm Ugdumpf Grolumbuk. How can I help you? Background, I am Ugdumpf Grolumbuk, Pauper. Alright. And then, of course, let's just chat with Duma Grolag. Now that things are happening. What you need now? Alright. Next, of course, is to get back to waiting. But I have a bit of a hiccup going, and I may in fact need to end this episode right here. This has been Let's Play Morrowind. Next time we'll let him finish up on the Shrine of Boethia and keep exploring en route to Aldrune. Until then, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed my videos, please consider clicking an ad, liking, sharing, or subscribing, any or all of which will really help me out. Regardless, please know that I really do appreciate the time you spend watching, and hope you have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.